Hello. Today is day 52. 52 of the 75-day Spirit Baby Devotional. And I am your host. This is my YouTube channel. And I am Jezreel. I am the Spirit Baby Auntie. And I am a sacred birth worker. I am a mom. I am a sister. Yeah, I'm a sister. When I think of being a sister, what came to my mind is being Mother Nature's sister, being Mother Earth's sister. Wow. So many cards just fell down. Being Mother Earth's sister, and we all are. Mother Earth is not only our first mother, but she's also our sister. We are in sacred communion with her. I like to think of myself as a soul sister, a spirit sister. So maybe I'm your spirit sister. And what I mean by spirit baby auntie is I am a spirit baby medium. Therefore, I am the bridge who, I like to I'm the bridge between the reality that is our earthly realm and the understanding of the spiritual realm. Understanding of the spirit baby realm and the way spirit babies communicate. A medium is someone who exists within that in between the seen and the unseen. And I am someone who feels spirit babies very deeply. That is, they communicate with me in so many different ways, and it feels like I'm in constant conversation with them. And I'm also, like I said, a sacred birth worker. I am a doula. I am a full spectrum doula. And a full spectrum doula is someone who holds emotional support, teaches, childbirth education, but through conscious, like conceiving, conception, pregnancy, birth, and throughout postpartum. And a part of being a doula that I have found, because I've been a doula for almost 6 years now, is it's really rooted in showing up in sisterhood. Being able to be a sister. And when you're a sister, what role does a sister play in the baby's life? And I'm someone where once I work with you, once I'm your doula and I hold that sacred space, I'm a part of your life forever. And that is my goal. And sometimes it might just be in spirit and in prayer. And yeah. If you would like to book a discovery call to see if we are a great fit for me to join your journey, it's in the description box below. I also have a free ebook called Held While You Bloom. It is a nurturing guide for pregnant mamas, for women who are in the process of conceiving their babies, to slow down and be in your body, be with the self, unplug from the world around you, and dare to really get clear on what it means to be held. You get your free copy. Free. I did say free. And lastly, I have a Facebook community. It's where the 75-day Spirit Baby Devotional was born, and I continue to share these over there. But this is the home of it now, this YouTube channel. But if you would like to join the Facebook community, it is Spirit Baby Connect on Facebook. And it is also in the description box. So yeah, that's it. All right, so I did pull some cards. I don't know if you saw a lot of the cards that just jumped out of my hands while I was shuffling them. And one of the first ones I saw was Mami Wata, representing naked. She ain't naked, is she? No, she's not. And make sure segment is her breasts are out. We have segment, which is the wounded healer. Making me think of Chiron. Maybe you have very prominent Chiron placements, or you were learning from your Chiron. I have a Chiron in Scorpio, and also have other prominent Scorpio placements too. But on the other ones I have Swachi. I don't know how to pronounce it. Swachi. This is her. Stands for grounding. And the last one I have is Allah, just for grief. And it's making me think of just the energy that has come up today for Mother's Day. Mother's Day has been very emotional for me. Has been very deep for me. Has been very grounding for me as well. Like, I mixed up my garden soil. I even got a little garden soil under my nails still. I mixed up my garden soil today with my hands, and I'm waiting for my son to stop screaming. Yeah, I mixed up my garden soil today with my hands, which felt really, really good. But it also feels like it held deep space for the other deep things I was feeling today. As I spoke about yesterday, when it came down to what Mother's Day means to me, there's a lot of grief associated with Mother's Day for me, and that makes me feel raw. There's a lot of disappointment that rose to the surface today for me to look at. There was a lot of really deep, dark, hard things that came to the surface for me to be with today. And a part of it, which we have discussed quite a bit in this journey, in this devotional, I am devoted to this path of understanding. Sneezes, baby. A lot of the things and the pain that I've gone through in my waking world, my real life, is the wisdom that I need in order to mother the next generation. And I know I'm called to be a mother because I have a son, and I had my son before I even realized how deep of a journey motherhood is. And I keep dreaming of myself birthing a daughter someday. And with that understanding and the type of hurt that this being, this soul, this body, this woman has felt, there's fear. And there's this call of action to really ground into the wisdom nakedly. The wisdom as it is of what I've learned as a woman from womanhood, the deep depths and darkness of existing as a woman, and daring to be so wildly resilient that I smile, that I love, that I honor, truly honor myself, honor my journey, honor my path, honor every facet of my path. I was in a meeting today with my sisters, and we were talking about what it means to be a wild woman. And I've been thinking about just being feral as a woman, just being naturally a woman, just myself with no restraints, no shackles, no taming of myself, of my delivery, of my personality. I do not need to dilute myself in order to be consumed, because I don't want to be consumed. I want to be acknowledged, witnessed, heard. And I want to be, like, if you gonna consume, you gonna get full and then some, because I am not just for everybody's palate, and I'm not just digestible, like, not at all. You gonna feel me. And that's not something I've always felt confident in. That's not something I've seen the women before me step in confidence. And I sat in a meditation today, and I was led in a meditation today where I sat in circle with all the women that came before me in the ancestry. And I had this download, and I've talked about this too, or like I've had this download before, but it didn't come as clear as it came this time. That the women that I come from have the gift of sight, and maybe you come from women with the gift of sight. And a lot of the suppression of the true ability to use the gift for joy, for love, for positivity was muddled and muddied up because of survival. So a lot of the gift of sight has been used to look for things to protect oneself from. And because there has literally been things to protect oneself from, an act of survival, there hasn't been a time to use it for other things, to tune into it with love and appreciation versus just using it in order to live. And then also the way it's came to me before it came through that was the gift of sight, but also not being able to distinguish what is mine and what is someone else's. And you don't know what is yours and what is someone else's if you don't know yourself. If you're not grounded in where you start and where you stop energetically. And there's this thing that empaths do in this world, is they have the desire to feel. And a lot of people, especially when you're coming up with such a potent energy, they feel feelings that other people don't want to feel, because their soul is daring, because we know that in order to move forward you have to feel. And sometimes it's so challenging to not want to feel the feelings for others because they refuse to feel them. And yeah, some really big feelings came up for me today, as you can see. And that's just the energy read, so maybe you can relate. A lot of my celebration today was in celebration of daring to love myself fully. Not just because I got flowers and all the things, but fully. For my resilience, for my depths, for everything that makes me wild, for the way I use my voice, for the way that I, dare I say, bark with what I need to say, with what I stand for. I had a conversation with my husband today of just what it means to be an awakened woman, to be a wise woman, to be a woman who stands in the middle and the threshold of who came before her in life. I have prominent 12th house placements. I am a very spiritual person. I feel the energies very deeply, and I can see the veil. The veil is thin for me, and it's a big deal for me to honor that. And it also has come with a lot of fear. It's come with a lot of resistance. And there's a call of action that I have over myself, over my calling. My spirit nieces and nephews want me to really honor my witchiness, what it means to be a woman with free will, what it means to be a woman with the ability to speak so freely, to use my voice on these platforms. Like, it's a big deal. 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 So I'm gonna see what Oracle card of the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle comes out, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Love that. 2? Yeah, okay. So the one that came out was Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. And the other one is Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. She has music notes around her. Treat your body like the palace it is, and don't be afraid to sing. 443, 434, 344. Don't be afraid to use your voice. And I started my day in sisterhood and the meditation with all the women that came before me. And it felt like my voice was even more amplified in the space with other women. And I also honor that in this palace, in this feminine body temple, even without the clothes that I wear as armor, I love my being. I love my history. I love the story that each aspect of my body has to tell. It's making me think of the book, The Body Keeps a Score. I've only listened to some of it, but I'm clairsentient. So, wow. In the middle aspect of the deck, I set in worthiness. So I set stands for surrender, and a tet is for worthiness. We got 4414. So 144, chosen ones, and 444. Yeah. Surrendering to your worthiness, because you are worthy of love. You are worthy of being loved nakedly for yourself. I think LMI has a song called Naked. That's coming to me. Yeah. I don't know if I was about to say something else, but that's the message. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to the women that feel the presence of their spirit babies, to the women that are pregnant, to the women with angel babies who have passed on, who have lost their babies in early loss. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Because you're a mom. You cross the threshold into something big. Yeah, so I'm hugging myself as a mirror of the hug I'm sending you. Yeah. I'll see you again tomorrow on day 53.